Okay, greens everyone, this is First Centaurian 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4, a neoliberal approach to Brazil. And a lot of comments in the past couple episodes. Let's see, what do we have here? People are making a number of suggestions. Hugo Batista has suggested that I exonerate certain industries and subsidize, but Mega pointed out that subsidies are not neoliberal, so we are not going to do any subsidies. I might exonerate a few things, especially some of those strategic industries that were mentioned: water, electrical components, electric material. Exonerations, I think, are acceptable within the neoliberal approach. However, subsidies, we're going to say, are not. So, let's see, industry info, can I go industry? Nah, I'd rather go the other one. The best way to do this is always to just look at a trade book to see which ones have surpluses, which ones have deficits. So let's start with sales here. We'll go into water. As far as water is concerned, we need more water, so I think I'm definitely going to exonerate water to start. We'll start exonerating that. I want to wait a little bit and let this inflation drop a little bit too, because inflation is still, I think, at like 10% or something like that. What are the other strategic ones? Electrical components, materials, and electricity. We need more electrical materials. We do not need more electricity. We do not need more electrical components. What about steel? That was the other one. That was the fifth industry right there. We need more steel. Alright, so we're looking for some exonerations in those industries, but not just yet, because I still want to deal with the inflation, which is at 10%. Another thing that was pointed out on the channel, I forgot who wrote it. Trade deals, according to the Austrian school of neoliberal approach, are probably not approved. So we do have a number of trade deals, and since the economy has been growing and we got some inflation, I'm actually going to go ahead and suppress some of these contracts. I'm going to try not to do it with the United States because they'd be pissed, and I do not want to piss off the United States at the moment, but Spain, I don't really care. If I piss them off, this is about $1 billion, $1.1 billion for iron. We're going to go ahead and suppress that contract. And I was going to do this contract with United Kingdom, but no, because that's $16 billion. So I'm going to hold on to that for a little bit longer, and we will suppress this contract for $1 billion. Boom, moving more towards neoliberal approach, which should hopefully help us a little bit with the inflation, calm down the growth a little bit. And we're just going to go ahead and click start here and let things roll. So no more trade deals. We're going to avoid trade deals, and I am going to try to privatize every industry too. A lot of talk about the Falkland Islands, which, where are the Falkland Islands? Are those the Falkland Islands? Yes, these are the Falkland Islands. And somebody had asked, is there a British air base? Yes, there is. There is one British air base here at Mount Pleasant. And then these look like, I guess they're just Falkland Island. Falkland Islands has their own, I guess, military, right? Or it's a dependency. GDP is $36 billion GDP in that dependency? That doesn't sound right. Oh, something happened. Let's see what happened here. I'm really great. Very good. Let's get that endorsement from the old lady. Oldest person in the country. That's always a nice endorsement to have. What do we have here? Annual growth
for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is a very good figure.
Very good.
Our economy is dynamic.
Alright, 12% growth looks great. Unemployment stagnant around 4%. Alright, stable. Stable, stable, stable. But this guy is still going up. Not much I can do about that. We gotta let that calm down a little bit, I think. Here's our meeting. This should give our endorsement. Have a drink. You're charming. You'll bury us all. And let me get that endorsement. That will seal things up, get us up on 80% probably. Alright, so I'm going to let things ride out for this quarter probably and see if I can bring down the inflation. So that's the Falkland Islands. We saw that. People want me to go to war. Look at that statement. Boom! 85. You know what? Maybe I should do another cut. That might calm down the economy a little bit. Especially if I was looking at work. Employment agency. We've almost got this eliminated. 558 million. Integration. That seems non-neoliberal. I don't know.
The national defense does not have enough men to fulfill its mission.
Oh yeah, the other discussion is to get rid of conscription, but we don't have enough men to complete our mission. And the conscripts take up most of our forces. A lot of reserves.
Our sportsmen are ready.
Let's go ahead, give that encouragement. Maybe we can get some points out of that. Alright. Work. Helping, employing young people. Combat employment discrimination. Trying to figure out which one I want to cut.
The competition will begin in a...
Good. Is there anything under cultural that I could cut? Hold on, hold on. Go back to research here. NASA. Get rid of NASA? That's not a big amount. Nah, I don't want to cut anything there. How's our surplus looking? Fantastic. This will save the day. This will end up cutting a lot of our expenses. Again, debt reimbursement is about 20%. As we continue to pay down the debt reimbursement will go down, which means the costs of our debt will go down, and we're really going to straighten out things. I guess I should probably increase the army. Let's increase career soldiers. If we can get this up to 100,000, I can do this slowly because I'm doing the same thing in the. It's only $9 million. That's fine. I'm doing the same thing in the Greek series. I'm slowly trying to increase the army. See what type of pacifist reaction we get from this. There's going to be any rioting or anything like that. If we can get our troops up to 100,000, maybe I'll just get rid of the conscripts right there. Liberties, militarism, national defense, employment. Not a problem. Yeah, Adam Smith said that we need to... Public expenditures should be done on the military. Public expense on building an army is not in conflict, I don't think, with the neoliberal approach. So that's one area where we could spend money, and that wasn't even really that much money. The other thought is to start cutting some more taxes to further stimulate the economy. Special catastrophe fund, that's good. Look at this, nationalized sectors. I gotta get rid of this.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may, a few words of encouragement before the national team's departure would surely galvanize the troops.
Go ahead.
Our governmental cell informed me that it has had...
Ministerial target in Peru. Let's go ahead and accept that. Paraguay network.
Our governmental cell informed
Another
me
target.
that it has had...
Alright, we're gonna start getting some information on these guys, and I do want to make sure I have these guys fully trained as far as agents are concerned. Well, maybe not fully trained, but somewhat trained at least. 377 million. That looks fine. And let's keep plugging away here. Where's my inflation? Alright. Not going up too much. The Brazilian dollar. The Brazilian dollar is actually strong compared to the the dollar. For every, I think it's for every 35 cents we get a dollar.
The competition will begin in a week. All our athletes are in top form.
And as it goes up, apparently it's weakening, right?
Had the opportunity to.
And so if it weakens, the more it weakens against the dollar, the better it is for our exports. Is that what we decided on the channel? I always get confused with these things, imports, exports. I think that's what it is. Alright, I am Kalmari, says I should execute Order 66 and take out Suriname. That's quite a possible scenario.
Cell informed me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential.
I probably should buy more military equipment. Still want this inflation to slow down. If I can turn the inflation around, then I'm going to go ahead and exonerate all those strategic industries and start privatization. The other thing I could do is, as I get rid of some of these trade contracts, I can just privatize sectors, and that'll stimulate the economy in the face of loss through what do you call it? Nice performance. Ranked 5th. Sporting victory just behind Germany. Excellent result. Our athletes behaved admirably. I congratulate them in your name. They confessed to me that they hope to do even better the next time. Good job, etc., etc. Said that already. Okay, human sharing. Look at that. Let's get an endorsement from this guy. Alright, while we still can. Traffic is jammed. Traffic is a problem.
Cell informed me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential.
Let's go ahead and do that. Peru offer rejected.
The national defense does not have enough men to fulfill.
Well, that's what I did last time. We are in late August. Let's go ahead. We have a meeting. Glass of champagne. Compliment. And now your turn. Okay. Venezuela. Yeah, I think I want to invade Venezuela for sure. A lot of oil reserves down there. Speaking of oil reserves, well, I gotta wait. This inflation is killing me. I think I need to suppress another contract. Probably have to go after an American contract. What happened when we suppressed the Spanish contract? It doesn't seem like they're too upset. Americans don't like me as it is anyways. Let's go ahead. What's our growth rate look like? 13%. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a second here. Bargain concluded with the Minister of Family in Uruguay. France has a target. Very good.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may...
Judo championship. Yeah, we got a lot of sports here. We're involved in a lot of sporting contests, it seems. That's good. Now, time to suppress another contract. $24. That seems to be too much money. Chemicals. Oh, that's definitely too much. Excuse me. 18. Fuel. 16. That's our best bet, I think. 16. 13. Alright, we're gonna suppress this contract. You know what? Let me see here. 296. Let's suppress the British contract. And we'll hold on to the other American contracts. Okay, 296. Let's see what the impact of that is. Calm that inflation down, hopefully.
You are committed.
Oh, I wanted to talk to her. Alright, never mind. National holiday. Boom.
The competition will begin in a
Good.
week.
Traffic is jammed. Still looking at that problem. Probably should spend a little bit on that. If you go by Adam Smith's book, it's okay. Because he did say that you can spend money to help stimulate commerce, I think. The government can do that. If we're doing an Adam Smith liberal approach, which is classical liberalism, not neoliberalism. But I don't know where the other schools of thought stand on that. Again, I'll post all the books down below. Feel free to buy one of the books through my link to help out the channel and increase your knowledge of geopolitical theories. Come on. Let's go. There it is. Alright, all kinds of action going on here. Congratulations from the women's group. Let's go ahead and meet with them. I'll take an endorsement from you. Thank you. Love of life. Our people seem to be very happy, but only in comparison to the rest of the world. These are good results. The latest country rankings with regard to happiness, namely gross national happiness. Now you can always improve things, like for your children. Basically, this is why you've been elected. I remind you that the gross national happiness index is determined by various factors, etc., etc. Where are we on that? I want to check that out, actually. That, I forgot where it was. Health? I don't know if it is. No. Ah, I always forget where that thing is. Alright, let me get out of here. I think it's actually... get out of here. Minister for Health. It's gotta be in the health. Somewhere. Right? I don't see it. I forgot where that is. Bargain concluded with Minister of Housing for Paraguay. Very good. And bargain concluded with the Minister of Environment for Venezuela. We might need the army. Ecuador. Target. Good. Alright, let's stand by here for a second. Run this. Let's see what happened. Inflation's still going up. GDP went down a little bit. Public finances, are they down? Budget excess is $20 billion. We're gonna have a huge excess. Decline just went up. Minister for Family in Chile. Meeting with Woman's Director.
That's not.
You are charming.
Thanks. That's
Compliment. Speak highly of me in public.
Okay.
Get me up to that 90% marker. Nice performance. 30th overall just behind Norway. Really? That's a nice performance? Offer rejected in Colombia.
Our government
There it is.
informed me that it has had the opportunity to approach this.
Order 66.
Our governmental cell informed
And
me
Guyana, too. We might get a whole nice little empire going on down here. Let's see what kind of results. Statement in the press. These statements are not that big. I am going to go ahead and up the Secret Service just a little bit more. Get some information on what's going on with these guys. But we're not creating any type of false demands or anything. Let's check out farming. We'll start with farming. And let's see, which industries exactly are co-owned? Alright, farming is completely privatized. There's no production for sugar beets. Oh, that's it. Sugar beets are the only thing we have sugar. Farming situation seems to be perfectly fine. Meeting request with Macron, it looks like. Accept. Bargain concluded with the Minister of Justice. We now have somebody in our pocket. Trade balance is 104. Productivity index. Well, we have a positive trade balance. That's good. We are appearing at the National Festival. Agriculture looks great. And industry, we also have a positive trade balance. Any industries owned... We don't have all industries. Pharmaceutical industry, are you serious? The country has partial ownership. We are a minority shareholder in pharmaceuticals. I think we're going to have to get rid of that. We are going to fully privatize that soon. More recruitment
National
needed.
Defense does not have enough men to fulfill.
Okay, let's get another... we're up at 87. Can I bump it up 2,000? A little bit quicker. No, that went wrong. There it is. Alright, we'll try to bump that up 2 more thousand. Who's this? Bargain concluded. Minister of Transport for Ecuador. And it is September of 2017. Militarism, liberties. Really no negative hit at all there. Bargain concluded with Minister of Agriculture for Suriname.
Good
I
morning.
said it right.
I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract, which, as you will see, is profitable for both.
I'm
our
not doing any
countries.
contracts with you. Beef? No contract. I don't think so. I'm gonna refuse. And we'll let things roll. I should have probably bought some military equipment from them. Inflation is now over 12%. Sour grapes, disappointing. Taxation, $22 billion excess. That is fantastic. Employee Social Security payment. I think we're going to cut that. Increase happiness in Brazil. I'm really worried about doing anything right now. Guyana. We have the Minister of Youth in Guyana in our pockets. Alright, so we got a lot of inside information going on in most of these countries here. We have a nice budget surplus, which is paying down the debt, and it keeps increasing. The only problem is this inflation. That's the only my only big issue there. Growth is at 12%. $2.3 billion, even though I got rid of those contracts. I suppressed those contracts and the economy is still growing. Alright, let's see what happens. Army. More troops in the army, I think, would be called for here. Got a pretty high popularity. Let's see if I can crank this up to 70,000. Boom.
Good news.
Cash
Our
surplus.
financial performance in the last quarter shows a cash surplus. This will help us reduce our debt service.
Very good. Armed forces are
Your
with you.
politics are on the right track. At last, the fatherland is ahead who tackles the problems head on.
This is great. This is so much better than the Greece series. Every time I try to increase the army, there's like the civil uprising. Where here, it's just fantastic. $29 billion excess. Look at that. Public debt, $1.3 billion. Oh boy, come on, inflation. Stop it. How can I stop inflation? I think I might have to buy just to stop inflation. Religion, bullying. What the heck is going on there? Oh, man. How do I stop the inflation? That's a lot of money. Let's try that little compromise. Cut 226 million. See what type of impact that has. Making me nervous. I don't see any impact. Beautiful.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last
I
month.
like it. Stagnant at 4%. That's good. Typical
the
number.
national defense does
Alright, you need more troops. We got the employment. We've got unemployment and we've got people to hire. Let's put them into the army. I'm gonna crank this up another 5,000. Bang. Maybe it's time to suppress another contract. Oh my god, look at that, $31 billion. I think I need to suppress another contract, right? Yep. Fuel contract looks like it's turning out pretty well. Let's keep automobile going. Iron? Yeah, I think I'm gonna suppress you. Okay, United States, not angry too much. But can we calm down this inflation? And then when the inflation gets low again, we're gonna have massive tax cuts. Slash the taxes after we pay down all the debt. I like this plan. I really do. $32 billion excess. I gotta get rid of these nationalized sectors too. We gotta privatize everything. It must be a lot of service sectors. Who is this? Malta. Pretty good. Pretty good democracy in Malta. What do you want, Malta? I want a base in Malta. I want to get an alliance with them. I might make a small trade deal just to improve relations with Malta. Not that I need a base, or that I should really intervene in anything in this series. I really should just stick to myself. Stick to South America. Become the hegemon and grow this economy. $2.3 trillion and growing. Journalist kidnapped. I gotta go after these terrorists. Alright, let's do some action. Let's take an action here. I'm gonna up this budget slightly. This is for defense purposes. And fire that a little bit there, right? And let's go after, there you go. And let's go after these guys. Infiltrate. Brazilian Indian Alliance, Chinese Mafia, and the Jihadist Caliphate. We're going after all three of them.
Good morning.
Malta.
I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Go ahead. Pork. I don't need pork. We're doing good with pork. I refuse. Thank you, no. Military, though. Let's see. Non-aggression pact? They refuse. Okay, that's it.
You know full well that in our services, the empathy
These
curve
guys
usually
love
is
me.
close to zero.
Very good. Okay, what time is it? I think we've gone through an episode here. And this series is going by much quicker, where it's like episode 4, we're almost done with the year. The big concern is going to be the election. When is the election? I think that's coming up soon. If I can get reelected, 18. Let me see if I can just... Oh, first of all, we got to do that. Yes. Definitely going to go ahead and confirm that one. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to comment down below, like the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. See you later.